Dang, you add a tag. What is this? What does this mean? Oh, okay, tag friends. Is it? Did she edit? Okay, she is tagged. Okay, cool. Jasmine, are you here? Yay! Okay, that's what that looks like. Approve. This is adding. Oh my god, it worked! The first thing I see is your locks. Oh my.
Listen, let me tell you what just happened though.
Hold on.
When you said, Jasmine, are you here?
I can barely. Hold on, let me turn this off. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me at all? I wonder if my mic is on.
Is it me?
Oh man.
Hold on. Is it me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Dang. You got AirPods in?
No.
I can't hear you like this.
I want to.
Why? Okay, that's.
Let's see.
I can.
You still can't?
I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, it was this.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be syncing to my phone. Hey, Jasmine.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
It's so good to see you.
I know, right?
In the flesh. Look, in the virtual flesh.
Right.
Well, first off, thank you so much for being a willing participant.
Thank you for
laying your life on the line. No. Girl, thank you so much for coming over here and helping me, helping me out, bringing your energy to the podcast, to the channel. I just absolutely love and adore you. You're like literally top 5 for me. You may be like number 2. Number 1 for the Lock Stars. Number 1 for the Lock Stars. It's just this luxury girl that got you. It has nothing to do with nothing. She's just on a luxury. But you are literally like top for me. So it's a pleasure to have you. And then for you to be an Aries, I was like,
I'm not right.
Of course she is. Period. So I want you to introduce yourself, tell us where we can find you, give us a little bit of background, whatever however you want to go into depth. You got the floor.
Okay. First, for starters, disclaimer, I'm a little nervous, just a little bit.
Me too, girl.
But as she stated, my name is Jasmine. On my platforms, I'm listed as JasmineJanae. Yes, that's my real name.
Love it.
Yeah, so let's just get into where you can find me first. So you can find me on YouTube. And it's JasmineJanae, no space, so just JasmineJanae. Also here on Facebook, I be in and out on Facebook, so I don't know if you mean follow at me or whatever.
Right.
In Instagram, I am _JasmineJanae. Same thing with TikTok. I be over there a little bit.
Oh, you be on TikTok?
Yeah.
Me too. Very random. It's real. It's really weird. Yeah.
But a little bit about me. As Chrissy said, I am an Aries as well. 34 years old from North Carolina. So
we're the same age and everything.
Just a little bit.
Same B-Day year and everything.
Yes. I was asking, what date is your birthday?
7th.
So the 7th. Mine's the 3rd.
Yep. Okay, so you're before me.
Yeah.
Dang. I thought I was older than you. I was like, I think she's like 2 or 3 days after me. No,
Yeah.
you're before me. That's so cute.
I'm how
Cuspy
can I
for real.
explain myself? It's like it's always a hard thing to do when people like, so tell me about yourself.
Oh my gosh, I'd be like, give me a minute. Where do I start?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it is.
You want the good or the bad first? Which one? Okay.
I like to try myself as a pretty chill person. You know what I'm saying? I like to be more so I'm to myself. Yeah. But if you engage with me, I engage back. But I'm not the person who's just gonna openly engage first. But I have an outgoing personality.
Very.
Sometimes, then sometimes I kind of like chill, laid back, like.
I'm the same exact way.
Like, don't want to be bothered.
I'm literally.
I think I'm a pretty cool person. You know what I'm
literally.
I'm very opinionated. I think that's what made me really interested in your YouTube channel. When I seen your YouTube channel,
oh my gosh, yeah,
unpopular opinion. Like, yes,
and you know what?
Like you. Yes.
Those are the people that I tend to really adapt to. It's like that's why I adapt to you. Like it's like y'all don't put on a show. You're not trying to be a part of the little stigma out there. Like you just go with the flow. Like those are the people that I'm attracted to on YouTube. And that's why you got my biggest thing. You like, look, I know I said I was going to be back every Wednesday, but that's not the case.
I be trying.
That was me. I was the same way. Listen, I'm like, you know what? It sounded good, but what are you gonna do? I just love the realness in you and the rawness, and I'm like, that's such an Aries trait. Like, it's either this or that, like complete opposite. Yeah, but go continue. Look,
I have to. I just little info. I just took a shot before this video.
I'm mad. I wanted to stop at the liquor store. I wanted to stop at the liquor store, but I was on crunch time, so I stopped at the grocery store to get the wine because I knew the wine at the grocery store was going to be cold. Oh, yeah. And I needed to jump right into it. Right. So I missed the liquor store.
Yeah, I should have.
What are you sipping on?
I should have. Well, that's water, but the shot.
Oh, what was the shot?
I have to tell you my favorite liquor, and people always judge me when I say this.
Don't say Fireball.
Yeah! That's my absolute favorite.
Yo! Oh my God, that is so crazy. I already knew what you was gonna say. Because that's how people was with me. Girl, I never heard the end of it. I'm like, dang. What y'all got against Fireball?
Oh, I love it. That's the only thing I can drink straight, no problem. Like
that is literally me. That was me until I got introduced to a tequila.
No.
Girl, I'm like, I went from whiskey, sweet cinnamon whiskey, to tequila.
It's too
I love it. My sister put me on, like, it was originally Don Julio, and then it was like Casamigos.
Oh, people
like I can't do the Patron, I can't do the Jose Cuervo. I was like, but when I tried the other tequilas, I was like, oh, this is an acquired taste. No. You're like, no.
Yeah, maybe if you're mixing with some juice.
Right. Yeah. No, you know what? I was drinking like a mixed drink and then, going back and forth like that. You had to mix that.
Yeah.
It's just a booster. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't want to say I'm an open book. I'm a book where it's like, you have to go to the front, the table of content, and try to be like, okay, what is it that I'm looking for? If you ask me what you're looking for, I'll tell you. I'm pretty. Yeah. One thing I can sit here and say is I'm a pretty honest person. Listen, right. I might tell little white lies. Like, you ask me if something look good on you, I might, because I ain't got time.
For namesake, I ain't got time to get into it.
Okay, when it's like, nah, really okay. But other than that, I'm pretty honest.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's just me. If you want to know anything in particular, just ask me. Hit up one of my social media platforms. Jump on my box. Maybe I can make a video doing a Q&A or something.
Yes, we need that. That's honestly, I really wish I had the time to sit and go through like real questions that I would love to ask you, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just give her the floor. We talk about what we said we were gonna talk about and take it from however, you know, the direction you want to go. But, you know, Miss co-hosts that pop in every now and then, we can definitely, you know, next time if you're with it, you know, do a Q&A section.
Yes.
I make sure I ask approved questions. Questions. I had to say it like that. I don't know why. But approved questions, okay? And yeah, because I want to get to know more of JasmineJanae. That's another reason why I love that, you know, you're here, because it's like, you know, it's just a connection. Like, honestly, I feel like I not know y'all personally, but I feel like I look at y'all as sisters, you know, like it's literally like 3-4 y'all that I really like follow, that I'll be like, oh my gosh, I gotta play catch up. Yeah. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. Like, now I gotta go in and binge watch. Like, it's only like 3 or 4 y'all, but like, it's really like, dang, I would love for all of us to get together sometime. You know, like, it just really be giving vibes. So you're dope. And your hair looks beautiful, by the way. I love it. Thank you. I'm loving it. Girl, this little cha-cha slide here, I'm so mad at it. Like, it's been pissing me off all day.
It be like that sometimes. Yeah.
I had went to take a picture for my passport, and I had my hair down. They were like, you gotta put your hair up. And I'm like,
oh yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that. So I had to do this thing. I'm like, now I don't even have the passport picture that I wanted. You know? It was like, we took 2 pictures and I didn't like neither one of them. So I'm stuck like that for 10 years.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was just talking about that earlier. I was like, yeah, how long does it last? Is it 5 or 10?
10.
Of course, look at that.
And I never had one. So I really thought it was going to be a big deal. When I got there, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go into this top secret room. Like, you know, no, we were standing right there. They're like, I'm like, this is it. This is the experience of getting my passport. Yeah. It's not as luxe as YouTube make it seem. Like, where's the luxury? But I'm happy because I can't wait to go to my trip.
I know you're excited. I'm excited for you.
I've never been anywhere, so
you'll love it. I only been one place out the country, but I absolutely love it.
How long were you out the country for when you went?
What we did? We stayed, what was it? 4 days, 3 nights.
That sounds like something like I'm doing.
My 30th birthday to Cancun, Mexico.
Oh,
and I had a ball. Like,
oh, I want to go to Cancun one day for sure. Mosquitoes?
I don't remember. If it was, I was probably too drunk to remember.
That's a great thing. That's the experience I would want.
You can do the heat, but I feel like it's so much fun. It's not gonna bother you. Like,
really?
Here, I mean, it was hot, but I was just having so much fun. Where it was just like,
dang, that's how much fun I want to have. Not have to worry about the climate or anything. What's up, Kool-Aid Mizzy? When you taking me out on a date? Look, let me stop being ratchet. Look, I preach. I'm not. That's what the topic is tonight. Anyway, now that we, you know, got into that, about like dating guys from social media, girl. Like, no matter. I feel like I had passed up on opportunities with good men just because of my experience with in the past of dating guys from the internet, like, and then dealing with men that don't have any social media account. It's like heaven sent. Like, after I experienced that, I don't want another man with a social media account. I'll delete mine. I have no problem doing that. Are you gonna delete yours?
Stop it, man.
All right, let's get into the questions. Dang, I don't even think I saved it properly. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay, of course. All right, so this is up for debate. All right. The reason I refuse to date guys I've never personally met from Facebook is literally because I don't believe in it. God knows what I want, and if our connection doesn't happen organically, it simply won't happen. Niggas be on this app selling women dreams left and right, entire time be married, have a baby or having a baby on the way, on and off with their girlfriend, and trying to get you caught up into polygamy, etc. I do not want to be part of a nigga's roster because my girls got rosters, and I be like, they play catch up. Roster or cycle. I view a man who actively pursues women on social media apps as men who aren't looking for anything seriously, everlasting, genuine, or special. Because just how I believe men on this app be trying to sell dreams, I can too. And I ain't finna play Russian roulette with my love life ever again. I understand I may miss out on a great... Oh, hold on. This thing is... Stop moving. I understand I don't... Oh, there's a... Okay. This is too long. Oh. Oh my God. I wrote all this. During work hours? Okay, I understand I may miss out on a lot of great men because of my decision, but it's a wall I've learned to build when it comes to social media. I have PTSD behind dealing with a couple of niggas I either met from social media back in the day or simply dealt with. A nigga that cheated on me bad, real bad, with chicks from social media, behind my back, of course. So my reasons are valid, in my opinion. Not saying he can't be an a-hole either after an organic connection, but I'll take my chances there. Thoughts, comments, objections. That was a lot to process. I could have just told you what I meant, and it would have took like 5 seconds. But you already got the concept, so let me hear your thoughts on the matter.
It's crazy that you have this topic here because it's something I've been saying for the longest. First off, let me start by saying, I think I literally hate, not dislike, I hate when guys even try to talk to me via social media. I don't know why. It's not appealing to me. So you talk to my inbox, like, I would like to get to know you. Like, sir, you don't even know what state I'm in. Like, what are you talking about?
That part.
And then, I say this in a way where don't think I'm not insecure or, I know I'm that girl, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
I'm not going to act like there's not other girls who's probably,
Period.
Yeah.
Girl, I know.
Like, I'm not about to think I'm that special where I'm the only inbox you hopping in. So that's why it's just so unappealing to me. That's for starters. But I'm going to get into my personal experience.
Oh my gosh. I know you got some stories, girl. I know I got some stories.
Well, I have like 3 technically that can relate how, some of the stuff that you said or whatever.
Okay.
My first... Don't judge me, anyone, okay?
Girl, I can never judge you, ever.
So I was young, like in my early 20s or whatever. Or was I? I don't know. I don't know if I was. I think I was like 19, because I don't even think I was 20 yet. But anyways, I met this guy. This was back in MySpace days, okay? So you know how long ago that was.
Yeah.
And we literally connected on MySpace. Started video chatting. This man was overseas military. First, I'll stay away from military guys. But anyway.
Girl, me too. I swore off it around that age. First experience.
But yeah. But we met and I thought it was like a love connection. I was like, oh my God, did I just meet my husband early on?
Period, right?
Girl, he come back and so we finally meet face to face. First off, it's easy to build that connection when you're not really with somebody.
Exactly.
Tell you what they what they think you want to hear. It's easy. They can feed off what you post on social media. That's how people do. Even though some people be lying and, talking about not really living or whatever. But that's why I always tell women to be mindful of what you post in regards to yourself on social media. Because men would prey on that. They would look at that and be like, oh, she said she like this. When I jump on her inbox, I'm like, girl.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Pushy and take you to a beach. I know you like long walks on the beach. They gonna play.
Yeah, oh my gosh. You're hitting the nail on the head. I'm gonna still have to touch on that later. Keep going.
So I mean, with the MySpace guy, it just didn't work. Like once we met each other, it was just like this not the connection that I had when it was just via.
Yeah, it was like weird. It was off. It wasn't a vibe.
Yeah.
It wasn't even turned on like that. I get it.
No. So, but that wasn't a deal breaker. That wasn't because I tried it again. And this guy, it was a little different because like we initially did meet on Facebook. However, we had mutual friends. So we went to the same college or whatever. So we knew mutual people. So it was easy for us to eventually interact with each other. And we still to this day. However, let me tell you, like you said in that post, listen, they be cheating like real bad, like real bad.
Real,
like I mean, you know,
bad girl.
Because just like I said earlier, just like they in my inbox, you better believe they in the next female inbox. And like for me, I guess I have trust issues from this and from other stuff as well. But I feel like if that's how you went after me, I'm gonna be signing you like you always on social media, or you watching her posts all the time. That's how you started with me.
Oh my God, yes, that is so me.
I don't want to put myself through that. So
I totally understand.
I'm not putting myself through that. No.
That is so me.
Now this third story is about to take the cake because this is where it's like that's where I'm at right now in life. Where I'm really want to date right now. I'm not interested in dating at all. Is it because it's scary?
Yeah.
Because my last relationship, which was actually, this is about to be a tough one because it's my first time like publicly talking about it.
Oh dang. Okay.
Dealt with it, but it was my ex fiance. He have no social media. At least that's what he told me. I never found one.
That's good. At least you ain't find it.
Yeah.
Me, I would have found it. I'm like, what is this?
But he said he didn't have social media. But just because a man don't have social media,
oh girl, I know.
They still be they find a way some way. Like
you gotta have an honest one. Like the only guy I dated that didn't have social media, he was like brutally honest. Like I didn't have to question anything. That's why I F with him.
In my life, a man was like just when I tell you he was so honest. Like sometimes I had to be like, well, damn. Whoa.
You're like that was me. I was like, you had me.
It was just like it was a harsh truth, but it was like I appreciate that. And I'm 34, and I only met one guy.
That's it. Me too.
Who was completely honest. Like he didn't care. Of course, he wasn't trying to be mean, but he was
no, it wasn't the intentions of being mean. He's just an honest man. And I feel like, you know, an individual like me, like a lot of people say, oh, you're insensitive or whatever the case may be. Not insensitive. I just like things straightforward. Like, you know, with my new position, the person that's training me, she's just like, you know, she's African, she's stern, you know, and, you know, like, you know, you got fired, I got fired too, but I'm not affected by anything. So I guess she caught herself and she felt like she was being mean to me. I'm like, girl, you don't ever need to apologize for being real. Like, I like things straightforward. I'm not offended at that by far because guess what? Whatever you're dishing, I can give back. And it's not anything offensive. This is something that's going to help me become dope. You know what I mean? I'm learning from one of the best. So you don't ever have to worry about that. But like a lot of people can't handle that type of...
They can't.
No, they can't. And that's what it sounds like you are. Like it, because that reminds me, is reminiscent of like who I feel like I am. You know what I'm saying? You just like that straightforwardness, and you don't come across that all the time at all.
Nah, it's hard. It's hard. Like I'm not
even your own family.
Huh?
Even within your own family, like.
Hey, family, but y'all know how y'all.
They already know. Don't play with me. Like, I'm the one that's gonna go toe to toe. They're gonna be like, here she go again. They're gonna blame it on me. I'm the black sheep. I got it.
And I haven't but the crazy part about me, and I think people still to this day are like so shocked. I haven't always been this way. I used to be so quiet and bashful. Like I would just keep so much on the inside. I was just so quiet and shy. Like the crazy part is like just to give an example of how quiet, like I like reserved and to myself. I don't remember having the first like serious conversation with my moms until I was like 18 years old, when I had my first heartbreak and I finally opened up to her. That was my first time ever. But before then, like I didn't like, so I grew up and I was just like, I didn't really talk much, and it carried over to my young adult life or whatever. It wasn't until probably about my late 20s when I started to be like, really learn myself more, and I realized that, hey, this is how I am. This is who I am. If you don't like it, you ain't gotta be. Yeah, I'm not begging you to be around me. I'm not begging people to talk to me. It is, I am who I am. You know, type thing. And some people can't take it, like, but it is what it is.
That's not like my prerogative. Like, figure it out. That's my new slogan these days. Like, I've been telling people to figure it out. Like, I don't have like. There's been men. Okay, so now that I'm like open to dating now, these guys are like, oh, this, that, and that. They're like, I'm hearing excuses, and I'm just like, I'm a woman that don't make a single excuse. I didn't even realize I don't make excuses until I started hearing so much coming from men. And I'm like, yo, like, do you think me as a woman, single, 4 kids, never made an excuse a day in her life, want to hear a nigga make an excuse? I'm like, that's a lot. Figure it out. That's my answer to everything. Like, oh, that's that. Figure it out. I'm like over it now. Like, because I had to figure it out. And I continuously having to figure it out. So you figure it out. As the man, figure it out. Well, why you do that? I'm out because I need my man together. I'm way past, oh, we can grow into this. I'm not there anymore. I'm like literally, I'm going to be 35. Mid-cycle. I can't. We need to be, the man needs to be established because we already know they mature way later than us. Sorry. Yeah. But that's the facts. So I'm going to need a man in his mid to, first of all, I'm not even talking to somebody my age anymore. Did that once, never again. He's still playing video games right now as we speak.
I can't do that.
Cosplay. Anime. You're 33.
Like, no, but it's not mine. It's not my cup of tea.
It is definitely. I like my man grown.
Yeah, and
I like him manly. I don't like him sassy.
No.
When you as a man think being sassy is cute, you're gay.
But it's so many.
It's so like, come on now.
But yeah, it's the dating world. Like, this is my first time. Like this year. This one is August. No, it's September. Damn, this year is going by so fast. Lord.
Oh, so it's the whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
This month,
nice.
The last month, I keep thinking it's August. August made 1 year officially being like, when I say single, I mean single, meaning I ain't dealing with nobody.
Been dipping and dabbling.
Like, no, nothing for no funny business. Nothing. I can post whatever I want. I ain't got nobody checking me.
Period. Greatest feeling in the world.
No sex, no nothing.
Period.
And I must say, like, you know, I honestly have absolutely no desire to date more. But I tell people that some guys that be trying to talk to me and ask me out on dates, they think I'm just saying that because I'm not interested. Some of them I'm really not interested, but some of them it's not even that I'm not interested. I don't have a desire to know you to see if I'm even interested. I'm not there. Like, I'm really, this is the first time in my life where I've been single this long. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm in one relationship that doesn't work out. I take a little breather. When I say a little breather, I wait to the next guy that I'm interested in.
Right.
Like, hey, now we date. I was just like hopping from relationships to relationships. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm like taking the time to date myself. And when it happens,
best feeling ever.
Back to that topic or whatever, I don't want it to, it's not going to be, I can't imagine me saying, how do you meet your husband? Instagram. I don't know. I'm not looking.
No, because I know people. I know a couple.
That's what I'm about to say.
And I'm like, really?
You can meet people and you can give them that chance and develop. Yes, we know that's possible. But like you said,
not for me.
I won't know if it's possible for me because I've never. I'm telling you, when people hop in my inbox, I just be like,
I know. Like, what the freak are you doing? What are you doing here? That's
like, it's like, it's always funny because it's like,
it's stressful.
I see this video, but there was one guy. I guess he hopped in my inbox on Instagram, and it was like the message request because he wasn't following me or anything, so I didn't automatically see it. You know, you go and see it, whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I see you on TikTok, so I had to come over here and try to see if you're single and if I can get the note." I'm trying to think like a man and be like, I just can't imagine me hopping in a guy's inbox like, "Oh yeah, I seen you do that dance on TikTok, and I just want to know, like,
which one was it? This one?
It is. Guys are a visual people. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like the only thing
sapiosexuals.
Yeah,
sapiosexuals out here.
Yeah, and I know that's
still the word of the week.
Let's like be honest. Like that's really what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not like.
You're not into the mind
that much.
You can be smart, talking some real G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I felt accustomed to being a nigga. I did. When I broke my celibacy journey, I was thinking with one head, you would have thought I had one down there. I literally was looking at that nigga. I'm like, I'm not. Like, I was piling on him the whole time. Like the whole time, I'm just like, yeah. Like I was telling my baby dad, "Happy birthday! Shout outs to you."
Oh.
Yeah. Playing, but F you. No, he's my nigga. Sometimes. So, no, but I was just telling him that, you know, like when it came down to like that situation, it was just like, I'm just at a point in my life where I'm like a predator. Like, I guess because I went so many years, almost 3 years without having sex, I sense big DE. And this particular evening, it was like radar. Like, it was like, big DE. Radar going off. He's in the room and he's like hanging out with us. Like, he's a friend of my best friend. He's a best friend of my best friend. It's just, we rarely come into contact with each other. So, came into contact. I actually thought he was gay. That was weird. But it was me telling him that I thought he was gay, which confirmed that this is big DE. I misunderstood the energy that I was reading. So if you think a nigga is gay and he's not gay, you better believe he's packing some high sexual energy, very disturbing, because all that is going towards women. Like, very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. But it was random like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we have a sense of like sensing like, oh, this person is doing that for me. And that's where I was at in this point in time. Like, I went through the stages of, I don't want to date. I'm not looking for it. You know what I mean? But once my mind opened up to, okay, I'm moving a little bit further in life. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But it happened by accident. Not really, but it did. I didn't expect me to be turned on like that so fast, but when I realized I was just like all in it.
Girl, I just stay away. I don't even be around you once.
I already know what you're going through. I've been there. Like, I totally understand. I want to get back there, honestly.
The crazy part of it is, to be honest, I'm a little scared, actually. Like, I didn't have so many like heartbreaks. This is like, I don't want to experience that anymore. So it's like right now, I feel like if I have to be by myself to just avoid that or whatever, I'm okay with
I totally understand. That's why, honestly, so somebody asked, like, so my sister asked, do you regret it? You know, when you're so used to going so long without it, I do understand the fear of like, it's like, dang, I don't want to get tripped up in my head and go all in. But I feel like that was the problem because I already came prepared. So like that was the problem. Like I was literally like, yeah, I know this nigga ain't nobody I'm gonna marry. I just want to F him. But it's like, ain't that the whole point of me doing this journey to steer away from that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it took me a minute. I'm like, dang, I done thought with the other head. Now I'm looking at this nigga like, I pray to God nobody find out who this nigga is. Because I'm going to be embarrassed. Yo, I swear to God, I'm going to be so embarrassed. I'm going to be like, that's not me. I'm like, no, you got to see this one picture, though. I was going off this one picture. I just pray to God, like, nobody, like, see, if it was somebody like me, I'm a good investigator. I would have been, I'm like, oh, that's the nigga she had. If it was me, like, I would have already known it, but
you about
listen,
to have
it's not even, you don't even know a connection. It's so far that you really have to be in the inner circle to know. Unless you really was just like, that's the nigga that had the dreads on that time. You know it's false, because I like clean cut niggas. Yeah. I like men that are freshly. He got dreads. Definitely not doing nigga with braids.
At this age,
it's the age. That's it. That's all it is. Looks nice, long hair, healthy. It's the age.
Yes, it's man.
If you gonna do braids, then do locks.
That's how I feel.
That's
like understand.
As
like,
a grown man.
Grow your hair out. So I've had some guys who feel like, okay, I'm trying to grow it out a little longer.
Right.
Okay. But after a while, like, are you pulling your Drake right now? Drake can do that.
Like, what's the mission? Where are we going with this?
No, I'm sorry. Like, what you about to get my hair braided? No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm definitely not braided. I'm a lock sister. They get you a braider.
But yeah, and then, so what do you think about, so you talk about like dating, like meeting people on social media. What about online dating, like actual dating sites? How do you feel about that?
I think it's even worse to me. Like, I feel like I know with Facebook, they come with the intentions of being slutty. But like online dating, it's like they're narcissists seeking women specifically that are seeking love. I'm not gonna lie. I put all that aside, am highly considering hiring a matchmaker. I know it's different, but I'm just like, you know what? I said once I reach a certain point in my career, I said, like, I'm going to be open to hiring a matchmaker. And now, like, my mom and my sister, they want me to go on those shows. It's like 30 Day Fiance, whatever those things are. I'm like, do you know how desperate I got to be to go marry somebody like that? Like, how much money he got? Look, can you take care of my kids? I'll go. We'll fall in love eventually.
Those shows, like, because your personality, like, I feel like, go ahead and apply. They
ooh, child.
You would bring the views, so they love that.
I want to bring the tall man with a big D, with a big bank account.
That's a plus.
It's a must.
Oh,
look, I'm broke.
I don't say that part because some of my people on my Facebook.
It's a plus. It's a plus.
Like, women supposed to struggle with guys. I'm just like, I am 30 in my 30s.
Can we pull the age card? Because I don't think they understand. Like, it's really the age. We can't do. Yes, I was with you broke. Yes, you had nothing. Yes, I didn't realize you was a drug dealer because I would never. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Right. But I'm grown now. Like, I'm almost 40 technically. Halfway, almost there. So yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to want more for my life at this stage because back then I didn't have nothing.
Exactly.
Now I have a lot. Exactly. Make it make sense.
Right.
Guys don't want to make it make sense. They just think that their sex is supposed to make it make sense. And it's like, you can't stigmatize somebody broke.
It works for some people.
Yeah, young girls. Young girls.
What was he doing to you, girl?
It's a young girl. It's looking like a predator because no grown woman with some real substance is going to allow that.
That part.
Anymore. I feel like I was definitely there for
everybody, I feel
a long time.
It's like a little off topic, but whatever. I feel like a lot of times, sometimes women or whatever, not all, but some women, they look down at other women or bash women for going through something that you didn't been through yourself. Like me, I'm not gonna.
Oh my gosh.
I've been cheating on, you know, so I've been dogged out, you know.
Girl, I was definitely that girl. I was her until it happened to me. I was like, ooh. And when it happened, ooh, my foot is all I'm swallowing my foot right now.
Yes.
Like,
but yeah.
I said, ooh, I learned my lesson. Now, when it comes to people relationships, I'm literally the exact opposite of how I used to be. Like, I used to be super judgmental. Like, why would you stay there? And, you know, like,
right.
But then it happened to me, and I was just like, you know what? I came to talk. I see, I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? So now when I see things that in people that I really, you know, love and, you know, respect, see them go through things that I don't respect, it's like, you know, we all have our process. You know, they just have to get to a point where they're just sick and tired of it, because that's what had to happen with me.
Yes.
But beforehand, I'm like, girl, why would you do? But now I'm just like, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to give people time. They're going to get to it. As long as you praying on their behalf and they praying for themselves, they one day out of nowhere, they're going to leave that nigga. He going to leave that girl. Okay?
Exactly. You're right.
But
I wish I had me a bottle of wine right now.
Girl, this is why I was late. I was like, I need some more wine.
I went to Target. I was like, there's so many people. But yeah.
I went to the grocery store.
Man, I'm trying to see what else like I want to touch on. I'm hoping a lot of guys, like, I wish I can like have like a actual group session with
males, right? Yeah.
I just want to get their point of view. Like, what do you be thinking when you hop in?
Do you have like male friends? Like, do you have male friends that can? I don't have many.
My friends are male. Like, I prefer male friends.
Oh, that's dope. Then I got the girls, you got the guys. We can bring them all together.
Like, the only thing about my male friends now is because before, when I was like a little younger, or whatever. I said like maybe 5 or so years ago.
Okay.
I was like closer with my male friends because like I had one male friend. Oh my God, literally we talk every single day, like for real. You know, when I tell you this man, he could probably write a tell-all book.
Oh my God.
Everything. When I say everything,
he was your best friend.
He's like, yes, like he was that person. Yo, let me tell you about this. When I say anything, I do every single thing. I could tell him things that I couldn't tell my female friends. You know what I'm saying? For one, he was very not a nonchalant person, so he was easy to talk to. I didn't have to worry about, oh, if anything ever happens between us, he gonna go run into my business.
Exactly.
Like, females, I don't know. Like,
listen, you say something about me, it's over after that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play nice.
And then my best friend, actually, my real best friend, is a male too. But they're both now married. And don't get me wrong, because both of friends was very platonic or whatever.
Right.
But I'm the type of person where
you try to be respectful.
So I like it, because even if my man, if I got married or whatever, and he had a female best friend prior to me, because these all prior to these females, whatever, I still would want her to respect the fact that you can't be calling him, because I used to call my best friends like anytime. Anytime. Like I like, even though we have friendships, it's a respect factor. I don't want a female calling and text my man anytime like, girl, go fit somebody else. Let me fit.
Right. I agree.
So I mean, we hang out sometimes, like me and my bestie or whatever. Sometimes I need to go visit them, by the way. I hang out with him and his wife or whatever. We have good times and stuff.
Okay.
But most of my like male, like I'm about to say something that a lot of people are just like, how can you? Oh my, I could never.
What?
Who with all my exes? Like,
yeah, how can you? No. No, I only have one ex that I love to this. I mean, outside of my baby dads, like obviously we're stuck with each other for life, so I have no choice. Well, love and hate each other for the rest of our lives. But only one guy that I felt like that with, and prior to him, even when we broke up, he was like, we can be friends. I'm like, I don't do that. How can you do that?
Like, and people say that, like, you can't. Let me go back. Let me go back.
Y'all must didn't end that.
Also, I throw the word friend around very loosely. Some of them I would consider a friend. Well, just like one of them, two of them I really would consider a friend, and then the other one we're still cool in the fact of some of them we may talk every blue moon, like just hey, how you doing, how you been, type thing. Some like if I was out and about and I happen to run into them, it won't be like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? How you been? It would be like, like there's no ill feeling, even no matter how we ever. And it's like, of course, my daughter's father, even though my daughter passed or whatever, she's no longer. Me and him still cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, country, California, whatever. But we still touch every blue moon or whatever. That's one person I say this, and if you see this, I'm sorry, but you already know. I don't want him, not even a little bit, right?
Girl, that's how I feel about my baby dads.
Whatsoever. However, he's one person I can truly believe will do anything for me. Like this man, I really believe that man will take a bullet for me. That's how like strong like the bond is. Because I don't know if it's because we experienced such a great loss or whatever. So it's kind of like we linked together. And then my ex or whatever, like my most recent ex, like we went a while and we did not talk because it was like it was bad breakup or whatever.
Like years or like months?
Like probably like 6 months.
Oh, okay. After how long was y'all together?
Off and on for like 6 years.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time. Like me and my baby dad, we was together for over a decade.
Wow, now that's
3 kids. You didn't buy a house with him, right?
So you look back on it, you don't think you can like get back with him?
Girl, I'm mad I went back.
Well,
I went back the second time. That's when I had 2 more kids by him. Not happy birthday, not throw you under the
boy.
But he know I talk ish all day. Like that ain't never gonna change. And his family, everybody knows that. Like I speak my truth. Right, wrong, and different. I'm gonna speak my truth. So he knows how I feel about that.
Right.
He says I talk too much, but whatever.
Sometimes I overshare. I do sometimes overshare. I was like, oh
some things, you know.
But I the thing with me oversharing, I always feel like I'm not gonna share anything that I feel like can't be of help to somebody else.
Exactly.
So somebody watching this.
Exactly.
Me, you know what I'm saying? Because
they don't understand the bigger picture.
I'm speaking my truth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, you have to.
But
that quote, healing in public so you can heal in private, is a big deal. I feel like that's why, like, everything ain't for everybody. Like, everybody can't get up here like you and I and be open and candid about where we come from, our situations. And, like, I know this may ruffle some feathers, but this is what happened, okay? Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people's pride is too up there. Can you imagine if they didn't have examples like us who heal in public? They would think that, it's only them. They losing their mind. Like, they don't have nowhere to turn to. These be outlets for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly, I was in a space years ago where it wasn't none of this. That's why I started just talking. Because it's like during the time when I couldn't talk, you know what I mean? I was just silent. So after I went through what I went through and healed and everything, I was able to, share my journey, start talking about it or whatever, because it was still a part of the healing. People all the time like, oh, that means you still bitter or this, that, and the third. Like, it's like, you guys don't get it.
No.
And I'm not going to explain it.
I'm a person who, I've always said this. I usually always say this to ex, like, guys that I've dated or whatever. I always ask, like, okay, tell me about your ex-girlfriend. Like, why did y'all end? And one thing I learned, and this is my belief, okay? If he can't speak of her without speaking ill of her, like, oh, this B, and all this stuff like that, or he don't want to say anything, that means he's not over it. If you're not over it, you're not healed from it, and you probably gonna tiptoe back. You know, that's something I learned. Which goes into like the healing. Still speaking on something doesn't mean you're not healed from or you're bitter. It means that you are over it.
Yeah, you could talk about it now.
Talk about it. It's when you can't.
Because I used to lie.
It's so bothering you.
Exactly. That's when I couldn't talk about it. That's what people don't understand. Like, they're like, oh, you talk because like I can finally talk about it. Yes. I was trapped in this dark cage for years, miserable, pretending to be happy. No one, I couldn't turn to no one, not my mom, because I didn't want them to say, see, I told you, and this, that, and the third. So it was literally me, postpartum depression, 2 years in a row, back-to-back pregnancies. Like, it was crazy.
Right.
What you thought you was going to get out of this? Like,
right. That's
what did you think you was going to get? That's what I be trying to understand. Like, what do people think they're going to get out of like being succumbed to your surroundings, your environment, you know, life changes, like hello, within the last 2 years, going on 3, pandemic. There's new stuff popping up every other day. Like what the freak is my God?
Yes.
Man. And if I see somebody with a skin rash, I'm gonna look at them crazy.
Oh my God, listen, that sounds so crazy, but like
I was at the grocery store like
I have not been breaking out for months. Like my skin was like amazing.
Glowing.
I was saying, I started breaking out. I was like, I was like, but that's my hormones. Crazy like, but I was just like, why am I?
That was me too.
It was so long.
Like, wait, what is this?
You're like, okay, wait. That's not funny, God. It's not funny, but like,
God, we just playing. I got to tell God every time. God, you got to do it right.
God, you know my heart.
Right? That part. God, you know my heart. You know we laugh now.
Like, my ex, like I said, like, I'm cool with all of them. And
wow.
Has something to do with who I am as a person. I'm the type of person where
for sure.
When I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna give it my all, which is why people always be like, "Why you stay so long?" or blah 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 this. Why did you put up with this? Because I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it until I can't handle no more, and then I know
it's so mean,
toxic. Because once I leave,
it's unbearable.
It's done, right?
I ain't had no choice but to leave.
Yeah, it's a wrap up there. Yeah. So now I look at the thing because I seen it was a debate a few months ago. Another girl was speaking on it on her live, and a girl was like, "Oh hell no," and because she felt like if you couldn't treat me right in a relationship, why would I want to be your friend? And I understand that. However, at the same time, I look at it like this. I can speak from my experience, and I have seen this from other women, but I'm gonna speak on me.
Okay.
Sometimes we meet people and we're not supposed to be in a relationship with that person. We force a relationship because we was cool, he was cute, he was this, he was that, and let's try a relationship when you was just supposed to be friends. So I feel like if you take away, you know, you as a boyfriend or as a mate or whatever, you take that away and just look at the other part of it. You was a cool ass friend, and that's how all my exes was. You was a cool ass friend. You was just shitty ass boyfriend. You know, excuse my language, but like you was
on
a
point
boyfriend. You wasn't that great of a lover, not like sex wise, but like you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't give me what I did in a relationship, but as a friend, yo, we cool.
You dope as F. That's how I feel about Virgos, men.
You like Virgo men?
No.
I'm about to say.
They are the worst to date. They're like, you cool. But it's like they are the worst to date. It's like how that's where, so I understand 100% what you're saying, because I always said, because of me realizing it's the Virgos for me. Like, y'all cool as crap, but we can't be in a relationship together. We can't.
It's like I don't get into the signs that
I don't either, but something's be a coincidence.
You think it's an Aries and Virgo, like not a good mix, because I hate to say this and I ain't gonna say who, but one of my aunts was a Virgo. And when I tell you, yeah, like friends we cool, but oh my God, that was like a relationship like from
suicide.
Oh my God. Like, I love him still to this day. Don't get me wrong. So it's some good. Let me not say, like, I'm not bashing him or anything like that.
Because y'all supposed to be homies.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of good.
5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like,
Yeah.
that was the only Virgo guy I ever dated. And I was just like,
Wow.
If they really, if it has some true meaning behind signs and stuff like that, then that might be a thing where I might not need to date another Virgo.
Listen, let me tell you something. I done dealt with, like, it's to the point where as soon as I realize a certain type of chemistry and attraction, I'm like, what's your sign? Virgo. Of course. It happens every time. It's like, I don't know why I connect to them on that level romantically, but we're literally not supposed to be with each other. Like, it's literally not a match.
That might be
it's really the homeboy. So my thing is, like, you can pick up chemistry with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, like even you and I right now, this is chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people get it confused when it's a male. So like just how we have this chemistry, think about it. If I was a guy, or if you was a guy, then I would have been looking at it differently. Like, oh my God, we really are clicking. You know, like that's how people's minds go. Like, oh, like even one guy recently, listen, I already done told this nigga no. And he's still trying to, like, see, we got the same interests. I say, yeah, because we humans. Like, what do you, where are you going with this? Like, what does that mean? Like, he's like, see, we like the same things. Yeah, because these things are likable. Like, there's nothing magical happening. But in his mind, it is because he probably ain't talked to a female in like 10 years. Or since he got divorced. You know what I mean? Me, I ain't talking to a guy in forever, but it's like my mentality is different. Guys be infatuated. They are literally like, they will say, oh, we don't have nothing in common, so we can't be together. But you really find out it's the people that you don't have in common with, the men that you don't, or the significant other, that you really don't have a lot in common with, but it's just those opposites. That opposite attracting thing is like really real. I really feel like it like pieces the whole thing together. If we have everything in common, then where's the character? Where is the diversity? We like the same things. Nobody's trying nothing new. Nobody's like introducing somebody to something new. I don't want to have the same things in common with you all the time. I just want you to be open to new things. That's it.
But they have to be open to try.
Open sesame. I need you to be open to it. Like, that's it. Like, we can figure the rest out. Literally. The figurative speech is like the thing. We'll figure it out. But for now, we're open to trying new things, new foods, restaurants, whatever, you know, like clothes, like whatever. We're trying new things. That's all I want. Somebody to do something new and spontaneous. I don't want somebody that's like, you like this? Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
I don't need you to like everything I like now. Like, all that.
Somebody like that before.
Like, I hate that. Especially coming from a man.
Because it's like, no, I don't like that at all.
I don't either.
So let me ask you this. So what you saying, okay, with the chemistry and stuff, have you ever met a guy, and like y'all was cool, like y'all vibed a little, like in the sense of friendship, but you didn't look at them in that way, like more than a friendship, but they looked at you in that way? Could you try to give them a chance, or would you want to keep it in the friend zone?
I tried it, and it was horrible, and he's no longer my best friend.
That's what I always think. I always tell people I wouldn't want to risk losing my friend. You know,
and it's crazy because I said that. You think it's a nice thing to say, like, I don't want to risk losing you, so I don't think we should do this. But it's really like a real thing. Like, it really happened. All because his penis was small.
Right. you said it was small or hard?
Small and hard. Small while hard. This is why we're not friends anymore. He was my best friend. That was my boy. He used to hang out with me all the time. I was so disappointed. I was like,
so that's really a deal breaker?
a deal breaker.
After dark,
I don't think anything could break a deal faster than that. Like, it is. I am truly a size queen, and I hate that people have this narrative that's like, oh, well, your vagina must be looser. Is that like, no, the first time I ever had a big penis was the second penis I ever had. And after that, I was just like,
that's it. Oh, that topic has come up before